Hey y'all, welcome to Hippie Chick, where cooking is just a flick of the wrist. So let's get started. Today we are making fried green tomatoes. I have my tomatoes back here in the colander. I've already washed them. They're just draining over here in the colander. I have some oil already on, so it'll go ahead and heat. And I have some salt, and I have some Creole seasoning in here. And that's 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of Creole seasoning. And I may not use all of that. I actually have some more tomatoes that I could fry, and I just kind of decided not to do that because I felt like this would be more than enough. So basically I'm just going to go ahead and pour out the tomato there. The top and the bottom. And I go ahead and do all of them like that. Let me turn this oil down some. I don't want it to get too hot the way it burns. Okay. So I'm just going in here. I'm just pouring them out. I already have some flour in a pan here that I'm going to use. I've been trying to, help out and make the videos, as quick as possible. So I try and do a little bit more prep in hopes that I can help out in that area. Because I know everybody's busy, right? Everybody's got things to do. So I'm just trying to pull it back a little bit, but just in case you can't see. Let me dry my hands a little bit. These tomatoes are still damp. And I don't want to have an accident while cutting these tomatoes. And I forgot to put my towel down underneath the cutting board. That really helps a lot with sliding. So, but I'm going to go ahead and continue like this. Okay. I'll go in with my next one. Oil popping a little bit over there. Probably got some of this water from my hands when I put my hand over it like that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start with these so that so that we can kind of get this going a little bit. So I'm just going to take them just like this. I throw these end pieces away. I don't fry those. Yeah. Okay. Just rinse my hands. Now I'm going to go in with the seasonings. I'm just going to leave them there and just sprinkle like that. And like I said, I got the salt and I got the Creole seasoning mixed in here together. Okay. Just gonna turn them over and get the other side. I'm telling you, when when I don't season both sides of the tomato, I can tell a difference. I just think both sides need that salt on it to make it taste, real good. Like my mother-in-law always say, you got to put something in it real good to make people come back to it, want to come back and get some more. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start flouring these. Go ahead and get this batter going here because this oil is heating up nicely. Now I know some people go in and flour the batter as well, and they say when you do that, ooh, it just makes it so good and stuff. I'm gonna tell you the truth why I don't do it. I'm gonna be honest. I think you use up a lot of seasonings that way. It takes a lot of seasonings to get that flour, seasoned really well. So I don't do it for that reason. But to me, you know, when I just season the food like this before flouring, it's good still to me. So I've done it the other way before, and I didn't see the benefit of it. I mean, because I always put seasoning on the item itself. So I'm just kind of putting them over in here, and I'm just flipping them. And I don't even make like a I don't do the egg when you dip it in the egg and all that. I don't do that either. And another thing I don't do that a lot of people do, I tell you what, meal. I'd rather have my fried tomatoes with flour. I have done it with meal, and I have done it with a mixture of the meal and flour. But I like it like this better. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Now my husband likes it with the meal, but since, you know, being married to me and stuff, and I cook it this way, and he's tried it, and he actually likes it. He sometimes say, hey, can you cook that with the flour instead of the meal? He say it just tastes so much better. So it's just whenever, I guess, whatever his taste buds want at the time. Because sometimes, you know, he may want it with like a yellow meal. He likes it that way too. I had that up kind of, you know, up high so it'll go ahead and get heated. So I turned it down some because I do want my tomatoes. I like for my tomatoes to really cook throughout, as opposed to just browning on the outside, you know. That's just kind of what I like. So I am turning it down just a little bit. I'm thinking this might be enough for us for real, but I'm going to go ahead and do that other tomato because I did go ahead and core it, so I will go ahead and, you know, slice this as well. Slice that one as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slice that. And I'm going to use this part of the cutting board since I got all that, with a little bit of that flour on that side. So do y'all like the fried green tomatoes, or do you prefer it with the meal on it, or have you tried it with the flour before? Because I know most people, you know, cook it with the meal. But I am curious to see who has tried it this way, or how you prefer to cook them. Let me know. Might want to try your recipes out. And you see how after a while, you know, they kind of start shrinking because they're cooking, and then it makes room for more to go in. And that's when I just go in and add more. Okay, so I'm going to go in here with these rest of these seasonings. Had to see if that was the end. Because like I said, I don't like to, you know, cook those. I'm going to go ahead and use my hands, y'all, because it's about time for me to flip those. And I do not want them to burn. So I'm just use my hands here. There we go. And that's all of that. Okay. Let me rinse this. Okay. It's fine. It's not ready. That's good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now I can go ahead and add some more of these in. And I only put in a cup of this flour, y'all, because like I say, like I said before in some of my other videos, I like to start off with a little bit because I don't like to waste. So, and if I need more, I know how to go back in and add more flour to it, because after I use this, I'm throwing this away. Now, you don't have to throw it away. You can keep it. And I've done that too. Like put them in a Ziploc bag or something like that. And, you know, and save it for another batch next time. But a lot of times I just trash it. Ooh, I made a mess right there, y'all. Got flour all on the stove right here. Let me get this up real quick. All right. Okay. Those tomatoes smell so good. I can remember, you know, as a child, my mom making these, and oh, they were always so delicious, so delicious. Especially when you get them fresh from the garden. My dad would grow a garden. He had a nice garden, and he still, well, I'm gonna say probably about the last couple of years he probably didn't get out there like he normally would, but he has a green thumb, I tell you. He would grow some of the most beautiful tomatoes and collards. People would stop by the house to, you know, get some, and he was just, you know, give them to them. Just be happy to share them with them, you know, with neighbors and friends and family members. Oh yeah, I remember those times. Did any of you all parents ever have a garden where they had to where you had to like pick the peas and shell those peas? And ooh, now I hated doing that. Now I loved summer, but when summertime came, I knew that's what that meant. It was time to shell those peas. And oh, those purple hull peas, they wasn't hard to shell, but those green ones, but they were the best peas. I still love those peas to this day. But they were so hard to shell, and your hands be hurting. Oh, I used to hate that. And well, let me just put this in the trash here real quick. I think my tomatoes about ready to turn. But ooh, yes, y'all, I remember those days. They were the good old days, I tell you. I really enjoyed, you know, those summer months and stuff at home. Reading books during the summer. That's what I like to do. And that's what I used to like to do, is read books and stuff during the summertime. But even to this day, I still enjoy reading books. All right, so I'm gonna start taking some of these out. Let me go ahead and add a couple more of these in, because they could be really cooking while I'm taking some of them out. So I'm just going to go and add a couple more of these in. Go. Just take them out. Y'all, I finally found me one of these pans like this. It's got the little drip pan thing on the inside. What do you call this? Oh, I can't think of it. The little racks, you know, the cooling racks. That's what it's called, the cooling racks. I could not find one with the pan, and I finally found one. I usually have to kind of find one of the racks and then try and find the pans and kind of measure them up and make sure they fit inside nicely. But I actually finally found one that had one that was already made for it. So I was so happy about that. Alright, I'm going to get this little one here in. And you guys kind of see what I'm doing here. So, I'm sorry I didn't have to keep you all on so long to do this. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and take most of these up here. And then I'll go ahead and start another batch. And I guess when I come back, I guess I can come back with the final product. So you guys, you all have an idea how I'm doing this. I'm just putting them over in the oil and I'm letting them fry. If I had to put a timer on it, I'd say maybe let them fry for about 6 or 7 minutes, maybe about, I don't know, let's see, because you're going to have to flip them, and it's going to depend on how much oil you put in your skillet too, you all, so that's going to be another factor to consider. So I'm going to say about a good 8 minutes they should be done. Okay, about a good 8 minutes. And if it's not at 8, you know, you can look at it and tell if it's done or not. And if it's not, you know, just let it stay a little bit longer. I'm just trying to give you all a ballpark number as to how long it takes to actually cook it. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these few in here, and then I'm going to step off camera and I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and I'll be back with the fried green tomatoes. See you guys back in a minute. Hey y'all, I'm back. Here we are with the fried green tomatoes. See if I can pick them up a little bit so you can see that. Okay, I have a little tray here. I'm just going to put them on the tray. If I can get them up, y'all. They turned out really good. And I like them nice and crisp. That's the way they are. Not too hard. All right. Oh, this looks so nice, y'all. It looks really good. Y'all hear that little crunch when I pick them up? That's what I like. All right, y'all. Here we go. Last two. There we are. All right, y'all, here we go. The final product of the fried green tomatoes. Thank you all so much for watching my channel, and please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. Please like my videos and share them out with your friends and family, because that's how I get my subscribers. So I do want to continue on, like I was saying earlier with, you know, in my other videos, that I do want to continue with this YouTube journey because I am really enjoying it. So I'm really excited about where it could possibly take me, you guys. Thank you all so much, and good night.